Just a quick video to show my 1984 M1009 Blazer. So, looking from the front, what we have a weight board. These weight boards are really rare. We got part of the blackout light system, some of the blackout lights in the bumper. We still have the tow hooks for tying it down on both sides. Some of the original paint, some blackout light again, and the factory bumper. We have the NATO slave plug for powering 24 volt systems. Again, still there and hooked up. Brand new lights, turn signals on both sides. Again, brand new light, turn signal. Going into the engine bay, we have two brand new interstate batteries. I just took the leads off. They're there. I just took them off for now. Another one, brand new. I don't see the date code because the tie down's blocking it, but those are brand new. Alternator, passenger side, rebuilt, and I don't know if you can see on there, but it says 20. This alternator is actually 24 volts. Wiring, some of the wiring was redone by myself. Put oil here, you know, nothing special there. New, this is new, this tube is new for the radiator and the thermostat. Coming along this side, you can see driver side alternator rebuilt as well as the belts, but you can't really see. The fan is still there, the radiator fan, in the radiator. You know, there's really no major problems. Some rock nicks here and there, but it's pretty clean. And this I just kind of did so it doesn't hit the radiator fan. That's why it's so tight, so it doesn't hit the radiator fan. You know, you got your coolant tubes, your power steering pump down right here. That wasn't originally on here, and I put that on here myself. All the power steering lines and the coolant lines. You know, plenty of space for someone that wants to do an AC conversion. Power the pump. All the wiring going into the firewall. Not much going into the firewall. You know, you have your speedo cable, things like that. And you can kind of see the frame as well. You know, minimal rust. You know, this thing's pretty clean. It's been in, so I'm told, New Mexico all its life. It was bought initially at BMC Tactical over here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The heads, I wish you could see them, but they're replaced. And here's a biggie right here. The injection pump, this guy right here, is brand new. You can see it with the vacuum lines coming from the transmission to whether or not you should shift. You know how automatic transmissions work. There's their EGR, exhaust gas recirculation, coming to the oil line. That wasn't initially there. I put that there. You have your fuel lines. All these lines were replaced as well into the injectors, and the glow plugs. All of the glow plugs were replaced as well. All of these lines feed into that injection pump right under the air cleaner. I wish I could show it to you better, but I cannot. And again, you can see the frame, you know, the front frame, no rust, and you have the box fuel filter right there. A lot of people tend to convert that over to the round ones. And over there you have your 24 volt bus. Those wires go into this middle panel right here, which is your resistor bank, which converts it from 12. So after that guy, then it's all 12 volts. Really, the only things that are 12 or 24 volts on this system are the starter and the glow plugs. So people get confused when they hear about a 24-volt system. They think everything's 24 volts, but that's not exactly the case. You know, you have your well pump right there and everything too. I know I've definitely missed a lot, so if you have any questions, I can get more videos of the engine bay, so just let me know. I'm gonna move on. I'll just quickly show the body. You know, the body's pretty straight, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I don't know if you can see it when it's at an angle, but body is fairly straight. You know, there's some cosmetic things, like the paint here is fading. This driver's side corner window got smashed out here. I have a replacement for it, just haven't put it in. You know, mirrors fully functional with some bird shit on them, of course. You see the seals. Let me see if I can adjust this. The seals for the top, you know, they're dry, a little bit dry, but you know, I've never once had a leak. You know, you can see minor cracks here and there, but overall it's sealed pretty well. This is to hold the American flag. Usually it's supposed to be for an antenna, but I don't have the antenna. I know there's a bunch on sale over at Steel Soldiers, but I haven't done that. You know, you have your window, it's in pretty good condition as well. You know, just a little bit of dry rubber, still never seen any leaking. And then we come to the back. We still have the full factory bumpers. This, you know, with the military Blackouts lights as well. This is the only tow hook I put on here just because I found it out in the middle of nowhere, so I put it on. This hitch has been converted over from the pintail or pointail, I want to say, and it works perfectly fine. You know, got the pin and everything still in there. I still have the original hitch. If anyone, it'll come with the sale of this vehicle. So you just pretty much unbolt it here on both sides and bolt the other one up, and it's simple as that. The other thing that I did was, since these hitch mounts aren't very standard, as you can see if you open it up, so what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pin, and you do not see that all that often. It still works, but if you look into here, I did just a small little conversion to the trying to find it here. Yeah, there it is. To the 8-pin. Works perfectly. I've used it once. I just did that again because if someone really wants to pull something, this is not something you'll see really on a trailer anymore. So I'm not too sure the name on this. Can't even see if I can see any of the writing, but something to know. Going back, you know, we have the other hitch conversion here. Well, not hitch conversion, for the tie down hooks. You know, pretty strong. The only rust actually probably on this truck is right here on the back of the tailgate. Not that bad. It's usually when you're driving, water will come up from down here and hit it, or it'll go leak down in the windshield and it'll just settle down there. So that's actually really the only rust I've seen on this vehicle. And you'll see, you know, rubber's doing pretty good on the sides. Let me show you how to roll down the window. That was a question. So it uses the same key as your doors and ignition. I have a spare ignition module if that's much of a concern. Sorry. I have too many keys. So keys in, you know, you unlock. Can't remember, it's been a while. There we go. So now it's unlocked, and then you can roll the window down. kind of hard to do this with one hand. So you roll the window down, and then what you do is you reach on the inside here, this handle, and you just reach on that, and then it comes down. And so that's the tailgate. No rust or anything on it. You know, it's missing a couple screws. Oh, that one's there. Missing a couple. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 screws it's missing if you want to get in there and change the window or whatever. But everything's still there. No rust on it either. As you can see, it's still fully bolted up. And on the other side, fully bolted. You know, still on the door and everything. So we'll go over here to the right side of the vehicle. You know, a little bit of scratches here and there like that. Someone, I guess, backed into me when I was at a supermarket. And the other mount for the antenna mount, which I have in the truck, for the antenna wiring, the gas tank, the tires. You know, this side of the door, I know I'm kind of close up, but pretty straight, body's pretty straight. And the only thing is right here. That's probably the only bad cosmetic thing on here. Someone backed into me at a supermarket sometime. I don't know when it was, but I don't know if you can see it. It's not too bad. It can be pulled out. This camera makes it look a lot worse than it is, but that's really the only thing cosmetically wrong. You know, not bad on a 25 or whatever year old vehicle. And you can kind of see the body's still somewhat straight, except for that dent, which is the only thing. No rust in the wheel wells. I checked them all. You know, there's a lot of mud, but I can pretty much guarantee there's no rust in here. There's a little bit of surface rust, but not bad. Again, that was the front right, back left. Front left. Again, no rust. Some mud, but there's no rust. Back left. You know, mud again. No rust. And a killer some mud on the exhaust. Another question was the date code on these tires. It was the same on all of them. You can read it right there. 1209. So I purchased them last year, so rubber's not dry, cracked or anything. And you can see there, 33 by 12.5 on 15-inch rims. So brand new seals and everything, balanced, good to go. You know, six bolt. So if we go in the interior, I don't know how much time I got left. You know, we got the door, really good condition. You know, everything rolls down, window rolls down. You know, you got the factory tie down things. I think you can see it now. Gives you the specifications of the vehicle. And over on the other side, you have the VIN number and the max weight, curb weight, payload, that kind of thing. The VIN number's there if anyone wants to look it up. You can see that the miles are what I state they are. Okay, so right here you have your blackout light system. You can turn them on, off. You know, probably should do some research before. Service lights I always have on, unless you wanted to turn them all off or turn on your blackout lights. You have your lights switch right here for the inside floorboard light. You got your little vents. I don't know if you can see it, but those all still work. You got your hood release, and you got your lights for four-wheel drive. I believe this is oil, which isn't used anymore, and I'll tell you why in a sec. Your right alternator light and your left alternator. Usually these will come on if their alternators are not charging. The other thing broken is this. I have a replacement, just haven't done it. So it's just the turn signal switch, and I have both the actual lever and the switch inside because I just thought might as well since I'm in there. You got here 33,000 miles. Pretty quick. I've usually get it up to about 70 and it cruises just fine. I still got half a tank of diesel in there. So, and then you got your glow plug lights and everything will come up here. Water and fuel and glow plug. Please wait, it'll be up there. You have your battery volt meter right here. Usually when it's running, it's probably right before that tick in the green. So it tells you if your alternators are good and if you're getting a good charge. Your heater controls, you know, on to high, there's really not much change, you know, off heater. And the radio, you know, it's stock, just AM FM, but it also has a CB channel here. You can change it from radio to CB or monitor, which will, if there's something comes with a CB, it'll just interrupt it. AM FM. And down here you have these gauges I added. You have your oil pressure and your water temperature. So normally these vehicles did not come with this, and I just wanted to make sure when I'm running I don't want any problems. The water temperature usually stays about in between 150 and 180. Oil pressure, when you start it up, it's about 50 psi. And right here is an old military thing. It's like a diagnostics pre-OBD, I believe is what it is. I don't have the unit for that. They're pretty expensive, but it's, if you wanted to do like full diagnostics, you know, it's kind of predates the OBD system now. So I'm gonna hop up in here. You got your gear shifter right here. That all works completely fine, nothing broken. You have your transfer case controls right here. When I got it, came with an 8-ball on top. Pretty cool. It's kind of junked out in here. The floorboards could just use to be hosed off, but you know, you got your 4 high, your neutral, and your 4 low. These wires are just something I ran to an external cigarette lighter plug. Seats are in pretty amazing condition. You can see the passenger seat is pretty much immaculate, never been changed out. The driver's seat has a just a tear in the fabric, like when you're getting in, so right here, just near the butt, but everything else on it is pretty immaculate. Most comfortable seats I've ever had. And yeah, and you can see the seat belt and the these are actually gun mounts, so you can put your assault rifles in there, snap them in down to the bottom right there, put the butt of the rifle in there. Pretty cool, full military. And as well as the back seat, you know, it's got the American flag right there. I gotta get a new one, but that mount that we made will come with it to put on the antenna. Back seat, a little dusty, but perfect condition. As you can see, there's I got a lot of stuff here. I need to clean it out, but these floor mats, you can just run a hose on them and everything will clean out. We got your cigarette lighter plug and ashtray. I didn't put a thing right there. Found one at the junkyard, just never put it in. Glove box. If I can remember how to open it. Yeah, glove box. So it functions, always a little tough to open. I got my CB thing right there that comes with the radio, some spare lights, some extra parts, fuses, that kind of thing. Again, all this will probably come with the vehicle, all these spare parts, locking gas cap if you need it. There's no rust pretty much in here. All the floors are good. You know, some seal issues here and there, but you know, there's no rust. The top of this is immaculate. You can see the tie downs. I've never taken the top off. Never had the urge to. You still got some transfer case instructions. Pretty cool. Let's go under the vehicle. I'm gonna put the tailgate up. It's probably the most heavy tailgate I've ever had. Okay, we go under the vehicle. What we have here is a pretty beefy skid plate for the gas tank. The gas tank was acid washed, as in my description. We got the exhaust piping with all the mud on it, you know, the leaf springs. The axle, which, there we go, if it can, no rust on the axle or the shackles. Shocks are still damn good. You know, it's the 10 bolt gov lock. I wish I could find some numbers on it, but I can't. I don't know if you can see up there, that's the bed. No rust or anything. And I'm gonna move around. Okay, so kind of here in the middle, we got our drive shaft. As you can kind of see, there's nothing wrong with it all the way up. It's a transfer case. Transfer case, perfect condition. The transfer case skid plate, which no dings or anything on it. The mounts perfectly there. The bed, floor. There's the front of the transfer case. You know, nothing. The other exhaust piping. Here's another muffler. And let's go up to the front. Okay, again, you see your front mounts here. No rust on them or anything. And so the front bumpers hooked to, hooked to the front bumper. So here's your front axle with your, you know, your what is that? Sway bar, or I can't remember right now. Front axle, 10 bolt as well. No leaking or anything from it. It's newer shock. The front steering stabilizer shock. Nothing wrong with the knuckles or anything. Works perfect. You can kind of see in there the exhaust piping from the exhaust manifold, the oil, and the starter right there. Let me get a better view. So this starter was the one that was brand new. So you can see it has a new nose cone. It's kind of dark, but you got the new nose cone and the new flex plate. And the transmission oil pan dripping a little bit right now because of I've left it sitting for so long, and the seals are dry on it. And you can see up here, I'm sorry, I'm kind of scatterbrained. Oh no, you can't see, but everything is pretty immaculate. You can't even see the wheel wells. No rust or anything. Other than that, that's my Blazer in a nutshell. So if you have any questions or if I missed anything, please let me know and I will get back. Thank you.